Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Quantum Leap Futures Morning Leap Session for Monday, March the 28th, 2016. My name is Doug McKay. I'm the founder and head moderator of Quantum Leap Futures. Each morning we come together, take a look at the market, macro to micro, drill down to our trade levels and our targets and our hypotheses for the day. We do this each morning before the trading day. This is a subscription room if you're interested in coming in and checking it out. I'll put up my contact information in just 1 second. Before I do, please read through the disclaimer. Nobody at Quantum Leap is a certified trading advisor. We are retail traders operating within a self-organized learning environment. Past performance is not indicative of future results, and any trades that you see in Quantum Leap are for education purposes only. Please trade your own due diligence, your own trade plan, and your own risk metrics. Okay, if you do want to get a hold of me, just send me an email at quantumleapfutures@gmail.com. This isn't a commercial venture. There's no website. There's no blog. We just do this live session each morning, and then we do live trading and analysis during the day on a go-to. Friday was a holiday. Europe is closed today, so the markets will be thin today, especially some of the European futures and bonds, etc. Thursday, we opened outside of range, outside of value. We were actually looking to at this 16 level as a key trade level. Below that, we were looking for a move back down towards the 0675. They got as low as the 12 and a quarter, and then they just basically drifted up, all of Thursday, and came in, tested the range, and went in and closed the gap, which was very rare because we had a fairly large gap on Friday, or Thursday, I should say. Created a bit of a double distribution, maybe even a little triple distribution. Want to watch these LVNs here at 21.75 and 24 and 27. Currently, right now, we're inside of Wednesday's profile. We're right near the naked VPOC, up at 34.50. I am anticipating to come up into this balance again and work our way towards the year open and that 2040 50 area. But before we get into that, let's just go through our regular routine. I like to start with the candlestick chart with a 9 EMA and a 20 SMA moving average. And what I'm doing is I'm starting with the monthly, working my way down, looking at where we are within the different time frames. Are we trending or are we changing trends? You can see on the monthly, beautiful upward trend for a few years, and then we come into this consolidation area. And so far in January and February, we were below the 9 and the 20. Right now in March, we're trying to get back above, and we're currently just above the 9 and the 20 on the monthly. On the weekly, we've had this parabolic move. On the weekly, we're above the 9 and the 20. We have a naked cross below us down here at 1982.75. Bit of a technical gap. I'm expecting this gap to get closed at some point in time. But right now, we have this strong upward trend on the weekly. On the daily, you can see it's much more pronounced. Good slope and separation of the 9 and the 20. We tested the 9 from above, closed the technical gap that we had created, but so far we've held, and we're getting continuation on the daily. Going into the intraday, the 4-hour, we had rolled over, and we're working our way down, and then Thursday they took it back, and right now we're just going sideways and in consolidation between the 9 and the 20. So no real trend on the 4-hour. On the 1-hour, we had the strong trend up, and overnight we've come back down, and we're testing the 20 from above. So we are challenging the upward trend on the 1-hour. On the 30-minute, you can see we're starting to get a downward start of a downward trend. A little bit of slope and separation. There's a naked naked cross right here at 2035. But the overall trend is being challenged and starting to trend to the downside. You see this is accelerating on the 15-minute, that slope and separation, and then you'll see the same thing on the 5-minute. So right now, we went up, made a high overnight at 2039.75 and rolled over and starting to trend down on the smaller time frames. Taking a look at the big picture, nothing really changes much. We're inside of this this balance area that we fell out of beginning of January. We're above the key microcomposite LVN at 16. We're in this upper distribution. I still anticipate, as long as we hold above this 16 level, to slowly work our way up back into balance. The 4-day balance up here is to 20, 40, 50, and then the last 2 days before, on the Tuesday and Wednesday before Thursday fell out of balance and gapped down, they tried to hold it where they tried to hold it before, which was at the 2034 3450 area. Right now we're just trading below that, below this little LVN, CLVN at 32.75. If we get back above that, I would expect them to come up and come back into this 3450 and slowly work their way up into the 4050. It's going to be light volume today. If we fail to get above the 32.75, then I would expect they'll probably come down and test this 27 again. This is the lower side of this balance here, and the 2-day microcomposite value area low. If we get below that, target 24 and 19, and again, the key line in the sand for us is going to be this 2016. Anything below that, I'm looking for a bigger move down into the 06.75. So taking a look at our overnight. So we have a week open at 30 and a quarter. We're working our way back up towards that 40.50, and then they got up there, and once Europe got into the European session, they just sort of sold it off and been moving down most of the night. So overnight high is 39.75. Overnight low is 30. We still could put in a a lower Globex low, but we'll put it in here right now. And the VPOC overnight is not going to shift, 33 and a quarter. And we got an LVN here at 35.50. That's about all the information that we need from there overnight. All right, so as it stands right now, we're going to open up, if we open in this area, we're going to open up outside of range, outside of value. So my main hypothesis for the day is to come back down into Thursday's profile, come down and test this 21, and between 2150 and the 17 to 19 area, I'm looking for responsive buyers to step in and work our way back up towards this 34.50 and 40.50. I don't think we're done with the upside yet. My hypothesis will change if we get below that 16, below the 16, then I'd look for them to come up and fail in the 19 area, and then go down and hit that 06.75. So the levels I'm going to be trading today is the 35.50 above us. If they get above that, I'm going to be looking to get long into the 37.75 and 39.75, our overnight high, and that 40.50. We still have the gap at 42.75, and I'm expecting to chop around in this area once we get up there. Shortly. If we get below the overnight low and break below the 29, I'm looking for them to come down, and the first target I am targeting is going to be that 27.25. Then the 24. Actually, I'm going to use the HVN here, 25.50, and then the next trade area I'll be looking at is the 22 to 21.50 area, and then I'm looking for them to, buyers to step in between here and here. Below it, I'm targeting 19. And then 17. Off of the overnight high at 39.75, our daily ATR is running 24.18. So our daily ATR downside target is 14.75. Of course, 16 is going to be my warning line. And then if we get below the value area low at 13.50, this is where I expect that we come down and come into this 2006.75 area and come down to where they accepted value after the breakout and this move up. It's not much between the 06.75. There is the 12.25, so I'm going to move this down here to 12.25. And I won't be too concerned with the 13.50. And then FOMC number below at 01.75, 2050 area, and then the next key line in the sand is going to be all the way down here at 1994. To the upside, above the range, above the overnight low, I'm looking for a move into the 34.50 and possible responsive sellers up at 35.50. If they don't step in, look for them to test the year open and take out the overnight high and come back up into this 40 area. Above that, you've got 42.75, the 43.75. And then above that, target the 45.75, and then 48.75, and then all our targets remain the same above, with the next big target being in that 55 to 56 area. The daily upside ATR target, based off the overnight low, is up here at 54. And then our weekly ATR is running all the way up here at 21.05.25. Our weekly ATR is 75.26, and the downside weekly ATR is all the way down in the 64.50 area. So we've still got a wide weekly ATR. We had a really tight, I think it was like 35 points last week, so it was a very tight weekly ATR. So again, my main hypothesis is to chop around on the open auction outer range, come down into the Thursday's profile, finding responsive buyers somewhere between 21.50 and 16 area, and then rotate us up out through the high of Thursday and work our way back towards that 40.50 area. Second hypothesis is to have a initiative buyer stepping in, come up here, take out the overnight high, find sellers, and then hypo one in reverse, push us back down into that 16, 17 area. Right now we're below the Keltner center line at 2035. A move down to the lower line will take us down to 2950. A move up to the upper line will take us up to the 4075. I'm going to try to keep this short this morning. I got a couple things on my plate. That's going to complete the pre-market session. As always, trade well, trade safe, and we'll catch you on the flip side.